Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're just cleaning up a jointer we got from a friend.
Yeah, restoration, basically. It is a Craftsman 113 6-inch jointer. Cast iron top is rusted.
Very rusted.
Very rusted. Blades needed replaced. It was just dirty, so we pulled it all apart and cleaned it up and got it working great. All right, now take you through that process.
So here's the before, how it looked when we brought it home.
We're just going to start with pulling it apart and washing it.
Just good old soap and water.
Yep. Mostly the base was fine. We thought about repainting it, but once we cleaned it all up, it really didn't need it. The motor also runs great. So here is taking the fence apart, and we're going to start on the fence, kind of get a feel for what we're doing before we actually do the top of the jointer. So we started with WD-40 and Barkeeper's Friend. That stuff was awesome. And that's just a Scotch-Brite pad that we are rubbing it in to try to break up that rust, and then onto the sander. Now, I would say that a light little bit of rust and still a good top is really all you need. The Barkeeper's Friend WD-40 really broke all that rust up, cleaned it off, looked great. And really the only reason we moved to sander on it is because you can see some swirls in the original part, so it wasn't super flat. Most likely it just came from Sears and Craftsman that way. So, we took the extra effort and flattened it down.
We used a gradation of grits on the sandpaper, 80, 120, and then 220, just to get it nice and smooth.
Yep.
And then one last with the Scotch pad, just to get off any rust or any pieces that come up, and it looks brand new. Then we're going to use some paste wax to just put over the top of it to keep it from rusting again.
Yep. It also fills in the pores that are in there and ends up hardening, which makes it much slicker. Yep. So wood and everything slides across that finish a whole lot better, as well as it doesn't stick to it afterwards. So if you get any sawdust up there, it won't stick to the top. So you can still see these grooves in it, but it is super smooth. I'd have to cut a whole lot farther down to get rid of those. I just didn't want to take the top down that far. Now, we did lose the footage of redoing the top, but we made sure to keep that fence in there for you. So put the cutting head back in, and now we are screwing it back down to the base. To get that belt on, I just rotated the belt with the cutting head at the same time, and it's easier to slide it on that way. Trying to remember where all of the knobs and screws went. There weren't very many, so we didn't mark anything, but you know, maybe we should have. We got it back into place. A few trial and error, and we got it back where it needed to be. Now this is me testing out how to put the blades back in correctly. We did order new blades for this and swapped those out, but I'm just kind of, this is my first time messing with a jointer at all, so it was figuring out how to put the blades in, and I wanted to do that with the dull blades.
Yeah.
So figure out how to put them in, figure out how to get them the right depth to cut, and flat across the top. Much easier to do with dull blades than cutting yourself on brand new blades. We'd also looked at getting a helical head for this. They don't make them for this model. Alright, and this is it finished and cleaned up. And we've used this since, and it is cutting awesome.
Yes.
All right, guys, thanks for taking a look at this with us. We will be back next time with a new video.
Yep.
All right, we'll talk to you later.